Hey everybody. All right, so it's another round of Halloween jewelry making. So you can see I got lots of stuff out on my desk. I've been playing around trying to decide what I want to put where. So I'm going to be adding some of these to my pieces. I've already poured these. This is like a regular epoxy resin I have in these. It's dry. Same with my earrings over here and this one. And I was thinking about topping these with UV resin just to make it go faster, but I haven't quite decided yet. Let's get them decorated. I'm half thinking of actually using a 2D1. I wouldn't need very much like to top these up, but let's just get started, and I may just go with the UV just to make things easier. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's start with this little guy here. Let me show you, bring it up just so you can see. So I have, what do I do with them? I have these little bag of foil letters. These right here. I got them from Temu, and I went through them, sorted through, and found the letters to form the word wicked. This was, you need some patience because these get staticky and they go flying all over the place and they're hard to place. So they're not stuck down or anything, but my plan is I'm going to put the word in there, and then I have this cute little witch that I'm going to put in this one as well. So I thought that would be super cute. So I think I'm going to start with this one to get those letters before I lose them and have to go find them again. These were such a pain to work with. But let me get these situated. Oops. That's what I mean. They just kind of have a mind of their own. And I think this one I will use the UV with my little flashlight so that we can get these stuck down. Probably be easier to maneuver these once the resin was in. They'll be a little more floaty. All right, so we just want that to say wicked. I think that K is upside down. Let's see if I can get it picked up. Okay. All right, we'll get that placed in. Let me grab my UV resin and my little UV resin flashlight. So here's my little flashlight. It's nighttime, so it's dark here, so I don't have to worry about the sunshine coming in the window. Whoops, I'm going to place my little witchy in there too while I'm at it. There we go. She's so cute. See these little letters? Pain, pain, pain. But they're super cute. This is going to be a cute little pendant. All right. So let me just get some UV down in here. Now, I don't care if the witch sticks over the top of the pendant a bit. That's fine with me. It's a little metal piece. I have a couple that are going to stick over by design. I don't want too thick of a coat because I can't dry it from the back, just the front. So let me get those letters where we want them to be. Get that eye moved over. Okay, I think that's cute. All right, so I'm going to actually get the bubbles out. I need a new lighter. Got this one turned up as high as it will go. Definitely need a new lighter. Okay. Right. Okay, I went and grabbed a new lighter. Brand new green one. Has no resin all over it. All right, let's just give this a quick little cure so those letters don't go flying around, and then I'll give it a proper cure and dome it when we're done. So I just wanted to have a little bit of background, but it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and get that covered with our UV. Sorry guys, you can't even see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to dry this one right away because I don't want it flowing over the edges. And I'll be trying to put another coat on it while I'm at it. So let me just get this going, and while I'm doing that one, I might as well do my little wicked one. All right, so I gave those a good 3-minute cure. I'm going to give them both top coat when I'm done, and probably give them another 3 minutes, but let's move on to this guy. So for this guy, I'm trying to remember what I thought I would put in him. I think what we'll do with him is, oh yeah, so I have this eyeball. I had bought a package of these from one of the local dollar stores, and they're round, kind of flexible things. So what I did was I cut the top part off. They're hollow inside, and I'm going to take this eye, and I put a coat of what's it called? It's varnish. I can't remember what exactly it's called on the eye, and I think we're going to do that with it. Look at that, cool. So that's how we're doing that one. So let's go ahead, and now this won't dry underneath because the light can't penetrate it. So I could glue it on there, and then what if I should do that? Glue it on and then use the UV resin to hold it in. Well, I guess the light can penetrate it. Let's just do a thin layer of UV and see what happens. Now this is another one that will protrude from the pendant, which is fine because that's what we want. All right, so we just want to get that mixed around, make sure we got our surface, and then I'm going to, of course, check for bubbles. I'm going to pop our eye in there. All right, let me give that a cure. Let's see what happens, and then we'll add more UV resin. Okay, I did it for 90 seconds. I don't think he's going anyplace. Pop that little bit of a bubble, and add the UV resin around that just to fill it up. Just like that. Okay, so our next one, we'll cure that when we get to the others. So, okay, let's For this one, I have another eye I was going to use. So these are those eyes that you get from, I think I got mine off of Amazon. They came in a package. There was a bunch of them. So I don't know, must have a thing for eyes. I don't think these have a sticky back. No, I don't think so. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a thin coat of UV. And, whoops. Get the bubbles out. I don't think I bubbled this one. Don't want to burn my eye. Plunk him in, just like that. Give him, I think I'll just use my flashlight. Give him a quick cure, and then we'll finish. I have, what did I do with them? Stickers. I have these stickers, and I have these stickers that I thought would be cute in there. So these are like the Jack Skeleton stickers. I also had a small sheet of just spiders. But I thought I'd use the Jack Skeleton in this orange one. Now, the nice thing is these aren't, these are not foils. I'm not a big fan. The foils are pretty, but kind of picky. These are actually just a peel, and do take your time when you're doing this. These are delicate. So I'm just using my tweezers. I'm just going to pull him up. I'm hoping he fits in here. And I'm going to put him to one side. Perfect. He fits nicely. Let me bring you guys in a bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. So you can see he fits nicely in there. And then I'm going to put something on the other side. I think maybe one of these. Okay, so I'm going to leave that for right now because I'm going to put stickers on this one too. For this side, I'm going to use these little skeleton sticks. And I'm going to put him to the side, just like that. And we're going to add to it okay, so I added a little flower to it. Still have a little bit of negative space there, but I think maybe I'll put some, well, I can just leave it. You don't have to fill in every area. But I might put something there, something pretty. So those are filled up. So I'm going to move this over to the side, and I'm going to stick my light on it and get those cured up, and we'll move on to our next set here. So I'm going to get those going over here. Now these ones I want to do with spiders, but I want the spiders to kind of be hanging in, like they're not going to be taken, they'll be in but hanging into the middle as well. Now I did show this last night in my previous jewelry mold. These come with, you can see they have that little hook at the top. That's so easy to take off. You take your little pliers and they just come right off. Like, you don't even have to hardly do anything. So they're very easy to get off. Don't let that deter you from using this type. So my thought is I'm going to put UV resin in these, but I want these spiders to, I'm going to put a layer of UV resin in and then add the spider. So let me do that. What I have to be careful of is I got my light working right here. I don't want it to dry my resin as it's coming out here. So let me just get that moved so that doesn't happen. Easy, I just turn my light around. Okay, so I'm going to put in a layer of clear into each of these. To bring it closer to the top. Now you can do this with UV. You can easily do any of these projects with the exception of the foils, because I do believe you have to have either UV resin or like the nail, a special nail glue with the foils. But you can use epoxy resin for all of these projects. So if you don't have UV resin or you don't like using UV resin, it really is more expensive to use, then you can certainly do these projects using epoxy instead. I would probably suggest one that's fairly fluid, something that gives you a little more dry time. So it depends on how many you're doing at a time, but like for this project I'm doing, because it's taken me a little while, I wouldn't want something that cures real fast, because it would cure before I was done my project. I'm not a fast worker as it is. So I like to be able to take my time. Just adding a little bit more to each of these. Then I'm going to move my light over to this and give this a cure. And then I'm going to add my spiders and add more to get them attached. Okay, I'm going to flip my light over here, give them a 90-second cure. And all right, I gave them a 90-second cure, and I'm just going to finish the light back over top these ones, and let's add our little spiders, and then we'll add some more of the UV to it. So I think I want them to be down here in the corner like this. And these are earrings, so I'm thinking of how, if this on my ear, this would be facing to the outside on my ear, so it goes on this corner, just like that. What do you think? All right. All right, so I'm going to add some more resin to top these up with those spiders on there. The spiders will stick out, right? They're not going to sit flush, and that's the point of doing that. All right, while those were drying, I added another coat to my first set. So as you can see, our last one, I want to use this hand in it. And I'm going to, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the hand in there. And I thought it needed a little extra, just to break up the negative space on the other side. So I have these little stars, these little foil stars that I just had in my stash. So I'm going to add those to the other side, just like that. So now this is a very large pendant, but this could also be used as a keychain. It'd be great for a keychain. So we're going to do the same. I'm just going to add the resin. It's not going to cover the hand. Obviously that hand's sticking out quite a bit, but that's okay. That's by design. I don't want it to cover the whole hand. I want it to be sticking out and have that dimensional look to it. But I am going to fill this in. And get it under the curing machine. Curing machine. It's not a curing machine. it's a because that curing machine, I guess, has a different meaning. I call it my curing machine, but it's a UV light. It's a UV curing machine. All right. So make sure the resin is going right up to the edges. And I'm going to get all bubbles out of it. Okay, and then we're just going to get that cured up. And I'll show you the other ones that we did. Because they're... All right, let's get our little spider guys out. Those are so cute. I'll finish these off. I do cover, I don't worry about covering up the hole when I do these with the UV resin, because I'll just use my little drill to reopen it. I was trying to decide if I needed to put another top coat on here, but I don't think I do. I am going to put them back under the light because in some spots the UV resin is still a little sticky along the edges where it doesn't get full exposure to the light. But these are awesome. I love these. What a great pair of earrings to wear at Halloween. Those would look good in black as well. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's all of them. They're all dried. I did give them another top coat outside of the mold. So here's our hand. This would be a great keychain. Has a little bit of heft to it. This, you can see, I couldn't find what I'll end up doing is sanding the sides of these, but I couldn't find my my nail file. So, but I really like this one. And then we have our earrings with our spiders hanging over. We have our two eyes. And I did put the UV resin on this one, so it is fully covered with the UV. Not sure. This one I think may glow in the dark, because when I put the light on it, it definitely glowed. I didn't test it. And what haven't I showed you? Did I show you this one? We have our spider. This one I like. The one that says Wicked with the little witch with the broom on it. I think that's super cute. And then our Jack skeleton and our little feminine skeleton. And that's it. Do you guys have a favorite? I don't know. If I had to pick only one, I'd probably go with our little Wicked Witch here. Would be my first pick, and I think Jack skeleton would be my second. But I do love the earrings, and I really like this guy at the hand as well. Thanks for joining me. That's it for tonight, and we'll see you guys in the next one.